He took command at the height of the surge of international forces into Afghanistan, oversaw the rapid growth of a fledgling Afghan security force and worked alongside the Afghan government to overcome crisis points. Today, as General John Allen, commander of the International Security Assistance Force, walks through his headquarters for perhaps the last time before handing over to fellow US Marine General Joe Dunford, he spoke to the NATO channel about the country he found and the country he's leaving. Do you feel that Afghanistan now is a different place than when you arrived?
It's very different, actually. I think the security situation is better. In terms of the fighting season last year, the posture of the Taliban with regard to the activity with which they're engaged occurs farther and farther from the population all the time. And the Afghan National Security Forces began to move into the lead. There were challenges in his tenure.
Widespread demonstrations took place after the burning of religious materials in February last year, and the threat of insider attacks when Afghan forces turned their weapons on their comrades and mentors loomed large. You called insider attacks the signature attack of the insurgent. Does the continuing threat of these undermine the progress of the Afghan National Security Forces?
It is a real challenge to us. Every single one of these is a tragedy. Every one is a tragedy. And I won't be satisfied as long as a single one of these attacks is occurring. What we have to do is take those measures necessary to protect our force, partner with the Afghans so that they understand that they have an obligation to work with us in this regard, and we then partner with them to help them.
We came out here today together to spend time with you, to ask you for your patience and your forbearance, to remind you who you are, to remind you that we're all together in this. Not just ISAF, but Afghanistan as well.
The cost of the war has been high. Many nations have lost their soldiers here. What can you point to show the world their investment's been worth it?
Well, there's been tremendous accomplishment. It's an Afghanistan that can send young girls to school, who can grow up to be lawyers or doctors or engineers. It's an Afghanistan that can provide security to itself. It's an Afghanistan that ultimately can exploit those natural resources in the context of a democracy to become the central power in Central Asia.
You've served for a lengthy 19 months as commander of ISAF. What have been the most difficult moments for you personally?
You know, the empty chairs around the tables, the troops who will never recover from their wounds. It's worth it. And when I talk to the parents, when I write letters home, they have made a difference. They have been successful. It's not just about today, though. They have given Afghanistan a possibility for a bright future. That has made this campaign worth it.
Although there have been significant gains in security, General Allen says it's the Afghan people themselves who will push the country forward into a modern democracy.
As I tell people, there are two sources of wealth in this country. You've got that which is underground, and increasingly you have that which is the human wealth of this country. And as we continue to educate the young Afghan population, who see themselves first and foremost as an Afghan and not necessarily with a tribal affiliation or an ethnic affiliation, as you see that increasing over time, that is, I think, the signature outcome of this campaign. An Afghanistan that has its eyes fixed on the future because it can.
This is Ruth Owen for the NATO channel.